What if I told you that the power to travel the world freely doesn't lie in money or fame, but in a simple booklet you carry in your pocket? That little book, your passport, could be your ticket to nearly every corner of the earth, or the reason you're turned away at the border. In 2025, the game of global mobility has changed. Some passports are like golden keys, opening doors to 190-plus countries without even blinking. Others struggle with restrictions, waiting in long queues, and endless visa applications. So, what makes one passport more powerful than another? It's not just about how many countries you can enter. It's about how the world sees your country, your freedoms, your diplomacy, and even your economy. In this video, we reveal the top 10 most powerful passports in the world 2025, based on the Henley Passport Index. We'll unpack why these passports dominate the rankings, what new tech or diplomacy is helping them rise, and why some others are falling behind. Let's dive in, because this list might just change where you dream of calling home. Holding the 10th spot, Canada offers visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to 185 countries. But beyond numbers, it's the world's perception of Canada that makes its passport so valuable. In 2025, Canada expanded its reach through new bilateral agreements in Africa and Southeast Asia. These agreements not only boosted Canadian travel access, but also encouraged educational exchanges, environmental cooperation, and digital entrepreneurship hubs abroad. Canadian travelers are often viewed as neutral, polite, and culturally aware, qualities that make border crossings smoother. In fact, several Asian countries have added Canada to their trusted traveler lists, allowing faster immigration lanes. Canada's latest e-passport now features advanced biometric encryption, QR-enabled border tracking, and integration with global health certifications. Travelers benefit from streamlined customs, airport pre-clearance, and excellent support from over 160 Canadian missions worldwide. What makes the Canadian passport even more unique is its dual linguistic advantage, being equally valid in English and French, giving it broader cultural access and acceptability in French-speaking nations across Europe and Africa. The Australian passport continues its strong global performance with access to 186 countries. Known for its high safety index, strong economy, and political neutrality, Australia enjoys diplomatic trust across continents. In 2025, Australia introduced digital nomad corridors in partnership with Southeast Asian countries and Pacific Island nations. These allow Australian professionals to live and work abroad without complex visa barriers, boosting both tourism and soft power. The passport itself has gone digital, now embedded with AI-powered travel prediction tools. It connects with a traveler's mobile device to provide real-time border updates, document reminders, and embassy alerts. What truly sets the Aussie passport apart is its cultural likability. Australians are often seen as friendly, fair, and independent, which helps travelers breeze through border checks globally. Australia's increased cooperation with Latin American and Caribbean countries has further boosted its passport score, making it a truly global powerhouse from down under. Switzerland's passport, valid in 187 countries, carries more than access. It symbolizes neutrality, trust, and high standards. In 2025, that trust has never been more valuable. Known for its long-standing neutrality, Switzerland has established strong bilateral relationships across Europe, Asia, and Africa. In the last year, it signed humanitarian travel agreements with developing nations, offering medical aid in exchange for seamless Swiss travel access. The 2025 Swiss passport is a marvel of tech and privacy. It uses blockchain authentication, encrypted identity chips, and location-based alerts to protect against fraud. If your passport is scanned anywhere suspicious, you'll know within seconds. Another major benefit is Switzerland's consular services. Even in regions without embassies, Swiss citizens get access to partner services through European consulates, making help accessible anywhere in the world. Their multilingual education system and cultural adaptability also give Swiss travelers an edge in diplomacy and international employment markets. New Zealand continues to punch above its weight with visa-free access to 188 countries. It ranks high thanks to its image of peace, eco-consciousness, and progressive values. In 2025, the New Zealand passport gained even more ground as the country launched new tech and humanitarian initiatives. One major step was the Pacific Welcome Program, which enables free movement between New Zealand and several Pacific islands, creating a travel-friendly regional bloc. The Kiwi passport now includes a digital emergency assistance chip that instantly notifies local consulates of a traveler's location if they enter a high-risk zone. Travelers also receive instant travel health alerts and translations for key emergency terms. New Zealand's global reputation for ethical tourism, indigenous rights, and clean energy diplomacy makes its passport a passport of values, not just mobility. Travelers with a Kiwi passport are welcomed with admiration and friendliness, often considered some of the most respectful and responsible global citizens. The U.S. passport offers access to 189 countries, putting it firmly in the upper tier of global travel freedom. Despite some geopolitical tensions in recent years, the American passport remains one of the most sought-after travel documents on Earth. In 2025, the United States further enhanced its passport's power by expanding biometric fast-lane partnerships with major Asian airports and launching secure traveler hubs in Latin America. These hubs provide faster processing, emergency consular access, and real-time travel updates for Americans abroad. A key upgrade this year is the enhanced RFID passport chip, which connects to a personal travel portal. This portal gives U.S. citizens live notifications about border closures, visa rule changes, and even emergency political updates. One underrated strength of the U.S. passport is its global network of embassies and consulates. With diplomatic posts in nearly every nation, U.S. citizens often receive support in crisis situations quicker than most nationalities. And while American foreign policy can be polarizing, the U.S. brand still opens doors, especially for business, education, and tourism. Whether you're applying for a job in Tokyo or vacationing in the Alps, the American passport gives you flexibility and influence that most countries can only dream of. The Dutch passport allows its citizens to enter 190 countries without a visa or by obtaining a visa on arrival. It's not just powerful, it's practical, sophisticated, and highly respected across Europe and beyond. In 2025, the Netherlands expanded its international agreements through the Green Mobility Pact, a diplomatic initiative aimed at carbon-neutral travel. This move earned visa-free travel in several previously restricted African and Asian nations, all while supporting sustainable tourism and green infrastructure. Dutch citizens now enjoy seamless airport passage with the Smart Travel Loop, a Netherlands-led initiative that includes automated boarding, biometric scanning, and luggage-free check-in at partner airports in 12 countries. What also stands out is the cultural capital the Dutch carry. Their colonial legacy may be complex, but today, the Netherlands is known for its tolerance, technological innovation, and inclusive governance. The Dutch government is also one of the fastest in the EU when it comes to emergency response for its citizens abroad, particularly helpful in areas prone to natural disasters or political instability. Add in global tech partnerships and strong trade influence, and you have a passport that goes far beyond the stamp. It represents Dutch precision, innovation, and reliability. Germany's passport is also valid in 190 countries, but its diplomatic strength gives it a slight edge. As one of the leading forces in the European Union and a global advocate for peace and order, Germany's passport carries with it a badge of credibility. In 2025, Germany launched open skills corridors with multiple countries in Asia and Africa. These partnerships allow German citizens to travel and work abroad with streamlined documentation, making the German passport a gateway to global career opportunities. The passport itself is a technological powerhouse, now featuring live health status syncing, visa autofill systems, and even multi-language translation features for immigration officials. What truly propels Germany into the top 5 is its sheer diplomatic coverage. With embassies or consulates in more than 190 nations, German citizens have one of the strongest safety nets abroad. Germany's reputation for engineering, education, and fiscal responsibility also means that its travelers are generally trusted, welcomed, and even prioritized in international travel environments. Italy surprises many by climbing into the top 3 in 2025 with access to 191 countries. But when you dig deeper, it's easy to see why. In the past year, Italy launched a massive global outreach initiative called Cultura Viva, partnering with over 60 countries to promote cultural exchange, visa-free tourism, and dual citizenship pathways. As a result, many South American and Mediterranean countries eased travel restrictions for Italian passport holders. Italy also benefits from having one of the largest diasporas in the world. Tens of millions of people with Italian ancestry reside in countries like Argentina, Brazil, and the US. This creates a global Italian network that often results in favorable travel policies. The Italian passport includes biometric scanning and real-time travel advisory features, but what makes it truly elite is the nation's soft power. From ancient Roman history to luxury fashion and food, Italian culture is universally admired, and doors open more easily when you're associated with that heritage. And let's not forget, Italy is a founding member of both the EU and the Schengen area, granting its citizens access to nearly all of Europe without a single stamp or delay. In second place, the Singaporean passport continues to stun the world with access to 193 countries, virtually the entire globe. But it's not just the numbers that make Singapore stand out. It's the country's flawless global reputation, elite infrastructure, and digital innovation. In 2025, Singapore introduced the Smart Border Alliance, allowing citizens to pass through immigration in select countries in under 30 seconds using a QR-based AI identity scan. This system is already operational in Japan, Germany, and the UAE, making Singaporeans among the fastest travelers in the world. The passport's newest update includes environmental impact tracking, a feature that logs the carbon footprint of your travel history. It's designed to promote eco-consciousness while rewarding green travelers with fast-track benefits. Singapore's relentless diplomacy has created bilateral agreements with countries that others can't even negotiate with, such as Saudi Arabia, Angola, and Mongolia, offering not just visa-free access, but also business incentives and tax cooperation. The country's high global rankings in education, cleanliness, safety, and innovation reflect on its citizens. Travelers with a Singaporean passport are often treated with utmost trust and efficiency, and are rarely subject to secondary screenings or visa complications. In a world becoming more chaotic, Singapore represents stability, discipline, and cutting-edge governance, making its passport nearly unbeatable. At number 1, Japan continues its reign with a passport that opens doors to 194 countries. In 2025, it doesn't just lead the Henley Index, it dominates it, thanks to a combination of soft power, diplomatic precision, and technological excellence. What sets the Japanese passport apart is how respected and trusted Japanese citizens are globally. Japan has maintained a peaceful foreign policy for decades, remained uninvolved in major conflicts, and invested heavily in global aid and infrastructure, earning widespread goodwill. In 2025, Japan introduced the AI Mobility Companion, a feature inside the passport chip that syncs with your phone and smartwatch. It provides live alerts about flight changes, natural disasters, protests, or any civil unrest in your destination. It can even translate local signs via augmented reality. Japan also launched the Peace Access Program, a partnership with over 40 countries that offers Japanese travelers fast-track clearance and premium travel lanes, particularly in emergency situations or disaster zones. Japanese passport holders experience the fastest average customs processing times worldwide, under 6 minutes in most major airports, thanks to their passports' advanced biometric compatibility. And culturally, the world views Japanese travelers as respectful, orderly, and responsible, traits that reinforce trust at every border. There you have it, the top 10 most powerful passports in the world. These aren't just government-issued booklets. They're the world's judgment of who they trust, who they welcome, and who they're ready to let in. So, which passport would you choose if you could pick any? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell, because our next video might just be about the countries that are losing their global freedom the fastest. Until next time, travel smart, stay inspired, and may your passport open more doors than ever.